And by the way, if anybody's listening, it is cold that morning that you are disembarking.
You're talking to two Philly people here.
Oh my God. I don't care.
And New Jersey is the neighbor of Philly. So we get the coldness.
I got sick standing out there I was just so cold. I was just trying to put my t-shirt like this.
Show up in shorts. You're like, oh, it's like going to be 90, you know?
I was, freezing. So I'll always remember that. But next year, I'll have one from Los Angeles.
So let me switch back to the motivational speaking.
Okay.
How did you even get into that? Because I know it probably comes natural being as a comedian, but how did you get involved with that?
I went through like this horrible breakup. And from that breakup, rebuilding myself, I started taking a lot of different classes and learning like different ways of self-love and seeing the world differently and learning that this breakup, I knew enough to know that this breakup, because it was so painful, that is going to birth something really great. Because I always tell people, out of your pain births your ministry. And so I wanted to be able to help people in any type of loss, because all of the love and support that I received. And then when I started going to different classes, like I studied with Lisa Nichols and I studied with Iyanla Van Zant and I studied with, just all these amazing local life coaches and everything. And then they looked at me and they're like, Angel, you're a coach. And I was like, I'm not a coach. I know what you mean. I'm just, yeah. And they were like, yeah, have your temper tantrum. We did it too. You're a coach.
Yes.
So
yes.
After accepting that, I was like, okay. And so then I was like, all right, I'm going to start my own Fearless Conference. I call it Fearless Conference. And we just really motivate people to come out of that pain. We're talking about that little pain that you're like keeping hidden and nurturing it.
Yeah.
It's a soft spot. It's a trigger for you. It's like this little baby that never grows up that you got to just keep at bay, right? And so many people have come to the conference and like they've written books now. They're coaches themselves. So I think for me, that part of me is the part where I feel like I'm giving back. It is my ministry,
sure.
It's what I love to do. And so then I started coaching comedians, because a lot of times comedians, we get away without being self-developed. We get away with it because we get on stage, say the most ignorant things, or deprecate to the point that we just pulling ourselves apart, and people go, oh, but they're just trying to be funny. And that's why we have so much mental illness in comedy. We have so much suicide, drug habits.
Yeah, no, that's amazing that you actually are able to do that from the standpoint. But to me, it goes hand in hand, because you're doing your comedy, but then the speaking just is almost like an extension of what you do.
Yeah.
I love that. When I saw that about you, I was just like, that's really great. Because we have spoken to entertainers that really, they go and do that kind of stuff. Everybody's, as a speaker, they're doing a different type of speaking, but still it's part of their artistry, where they can bring what they have out to the motivational speaking. In fact, Rachel has done some speaking herself.
Nice.